India's most famous ancient monuments is the Iron Pillar of Delhi, located in the center of the Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque in Delhi, India. This massive iron pillar was cast in the 5th century and preserved in the ancient temple. The Iron Pillar is a living testament to the sophisticated skills of Indian craftsmen. Even the strange fate of this inanimate pillar has been a challenge to scientists for centuries. Externally, it is just a monolithic iron pillar standing 7.21 meters tall from the ground. The diameter of the pillar decreases from 420 at the base to 306 millimeters at the top. The patterns on the pillar, though quite sharp, are nothing special. In the middle of the pillar is an inscription in ancient Sanskrit praising a king. So what makes this seemingly unremarkable structure famous worldwide? The secret lies in the fact that, although made of iron from ancient times, it has not shown any signs of rust over thousands of years. This iron pillar has withstood weather corrosion, something even modern technology cannot match. The pillar stands alone, towering as if challenging human intelligence to uncover its secrets, while also symbolizing ancient Indian civilization. According to legend, the iron pillar was cast over several hundred years to commemorate King Chandragupta. It has endured over 1,600 years of outdoor exposure to rain, wind, and harsh sunlight. Yet, this iron pillar astonishes people because it remains shiny and rust-free. The inscriptions on the pillar indicate it was erected to praise the Hindu god and King Chandragupta, a mysterious king who remains a puzzle to historians. We all know that iron is a metal that easily rusts after a few decades. However, this iron pillar has lasted 1,600 years to this day without any signs of deterioration. In theory, pure iron does not rust, but it is very difficult to smelt and expensive. Moreover, iron pillars are more prone to rust than other common iron items. The pillar we are discussing has a pure iron content of up to 99.72%. And according to Professor Archaeological, head of the Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities at the Indian Institute of Technology and Management, although iron can now be refined to 99.8% purity, it would contain manganese and sulfur, whereas these two elements are not found in this pillar. These facts astonish modern scientists and spark curiosity about Indian metallurgical techniques, because even with modern scientific technology, producing 100% pure iron is extremely difficult. Except for some laboratory samples, even projects with extremely strict quality requirements use iron that contains a certain amount of impurities. This is what causes rusting in this material, even if the impurity rate is very low, around a few thousandths. So why, with only 99.72% pure iron, has the Delhi pillar defied time so well? Could it be that ancient Indians had discovered the technique of making stainless steel, a material widely used by modern people? Furthermore, the pillar itself, being a monolithic structure with an estimated weight of about 10 tons, is inexplicable for the time it was made, as the metallurgical and manufacturing techniques of that era could not achieve such a feat. Many believe that this mysterious pillar in India is the product of another civilization brought to Earth by extraterrestrials in ancient times. Others claim that the Delhi pillar is protected by supernatural forces or gods from the ravages of time. And it is these mysteries that make the Delhi pillar one of India's attractive tourist spots. Additionally, there is a hypothesis that if ancient Indians had mastered stainless iron technology and it was lost, why didn't they produce other stainless iron items? Moreover, there are no records in ancient Indian iron-making texts mentioning this issue. After a long period of research, experts from the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT, uncovered the secret of the Delhi iron pillar's longevity. They discovered an extremely thin and hard microscopic layer covering the entire surface. Through research, they realized that this strange thin coating is a compound of iron, oxygen, and hydrogen. This compound prevents the metal from contacting air, so chemical reactions cannot occur on this iron, keeping it fresh. Using radioactive isotope analysis, it was also found that this protective layer began forming about 3 years after the pillar was made, meaning its age is nearly equivalent to that of the pillar. Over time, the protective layer thickens but at a very slow rate. Over the past 1,600 years, this layer has only reached a thickness of about 1/20th of a millimeter. It is this high phosphorus content that acted as a catalyst, promoting the reactions that formed the protective layer. Scientists highly value the ancient metallurgical technology of the 4th century. Dr. R.L. Subramanian, a research team leader, stated that his team found an unusually high phosphorus content in iron samples collected from this pillar. The analyzed phosphorus ratio is over 1%, much higher than the phosphorus ratio in modern iron, which is typically only around 0.0. This is an outstanding achievement showcasing the talent and wisdom of ancient people. Although the metallurgical techniques of that time could be considered very ancient Indians mixed coal with iron ore to shorten the smelting time. With this method, the phosphorus present in the iron ore cannot be completely removed, and remains in the finished iron. Meanwhile, with modern iron smelting technology using blast furnaces, phosphorus content, it is the purity created by modern technology that makes today's iron unable to achieve the longevity of the Delhi iron pillar. Scientists highly appreciate the level and metallurgical techniques of this early period, often considered yet capable of creating unexpectedly valuable masterpieces for posterity, making them endure through time. The discovery was further reinforced when some weapons such as mirrors, arrows, and swords were found in India, dating back to the same period as the Delhi iron pillar and almost rust-free. Scientists say that to this day, no effective method has been found on Earth to prevent the rusting of iron objects. Yet ancient craftsmen with primitive techniques could create such astonishingly immortal masterpieces. However, are the above explanations reasonable for this rust-free pillar? Or if true, is this a random coincidence from primitive metallurgical technology, or was it originally a calculation by ancient Indians? Whatever the answer may be, the Delhi iron pillar remains intact, challenging all physical laws and time. Despite the protective fence erected by the local government in 1990 having been replaced many times due to rust, thousands of structures by ancient Indians always pose big questions for today's archaeology. So don't forget to subscribe to the Shadow_Archives channel for accompany. Thank you and goodbye. See you again.